So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix channel. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared engineering services examination 2 times from electronics and telecommunication branch, both times in double digit rank. In 2014 my rank was 98 and in 2015 my rank was 25th. I have served as a Group A Gastro Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. So most of you must have been following me on the Creatrix channel for electromagnetic field theory. So if you are a seeker of a free education, this is the channel for you, and you must understand that all these free initiatives is coming your way because of the Unacademy. So Unacademy is the revolution in the field of the free education and the affordable education. So how can you access those free courses? So if you want to access the free courses, you must immediately subscribe this channel, Creatrix channel, because all the top educators of the country is providing the free course on this channel. And that free course is absolutely brilliant in content, that is systematic, that is organized, and that is complete. So complete playlist you will be getting of a particular subject. You can develop the concept, you can gain confidence. More than that, you can love the subject. So immediately subscribe this channel. Secondly, if you want to access more free content, then you must immediately download the Unacademy Learners app, because on the Unacademy Learners app, top educators of the country are conducting the free special classes. In that free special classes, you can get topic wise clarity of a particular concept. And do not forget to follow me on the Unacademy Learning app. So you can also access the courses. So you must have two things. First is your YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, Creatrix YouTube channel, must be subscribed. Secondly, you must understand that you should have the Unacademy Learning app. That is must for you in order to crack the examination. So these are the parts of the free education. And if you want to organize your content well, if you want more comprehensive manner, if you want other advantages of the Unacademy, then what are the other initiatives that is running by the Unacademy? So another initiative that is running by the Unacademy is Unacademy Plus. So on the Unacademy Plus, this is very affordable for those who actually want to take their preparation to the next level. So आपको Unacademy Plus में क्या क्या मिलेगा? You will be getting the live classes on a fixed time, so that you can get more disciplined, you can get more organized, and you have something in your mind that at this particular time my classes are going to run. Apart from that, you will get free test series designed by the educator itself. So gone those times when we have lot of errors in the test series, we do not have the discussions of the test series. So there the test series will be conducted by the educators. They themselves will be discussing the solutions of that particular thing. So you can imagine that your preparation is going to the next level for this. Apart from that, those who have prepared themselves for the examination, so for them there are crash courses also available. Again the crash courses will going to help you in achieve good ranks. Those who have already achieved good ranks and want to improve their rank, for them there are rank improvement batches. More than that, you can also see that there are unlimited practice sessions. So what do you understand by unlimited practice session? Which means there will be various doubt solving sessions. Apart from the doubt solving sessions, there are weekly quizzes, and with the help of those weekly quizzes you can enhance your problem solving skills. So lot of unlimited doubt solving sessions, lot of quiz sessions, systematic content, structured content. You can download the PDF after the lectures, so you don't have to waste your time in order to making notes. You can utilize those times to practice the particular concepts, or you can use those times to just write down the formulas so that you can remember those formulas quickly. Apart from this plus subscription, there is also one subscription which is known as Iconic. So Iconic subscriptions are for them who actually do not have the self motivation but having the talent. So if they are having the talent and you do not have the self motivation, that how can I push myself to crack the examination, so in this Iconic subscription you will be assigned a personal coach. So this personal coach is going to be with you every time, and he will help you to achieve your dreams. You will get a study planner which will be customized for you. You will get the expert guidelines who have already topped the examination. They will be basically hand holding you to crack the examination. So if you think you are not self motivated, if you think you do not have the proper background to crack any particular competitive examination, so this Iconic subscription is must for you. This is going to help you. So if you want the free education, then YouTube channel and the special classes are must for you. And if you can afford a little bit, how much you should afford, that we'll discuss in a while. But if you can afford a little bit, you should come on to this Unacademy Plus. And more than that, if you want the expedited process in your preparation, आप जल्दी से एग्जाम निकालना चाहते हैं, जल्दी से अपनी गलतियां सुधारना चाहते हैं, so this Iconic subscription is for you. Then now let us start today's lecture, which is on the communication system. So now let us start the lecture.
Hello friends, from this lecture we will study about critical modulation. So for critical modulation, we know that the modulation index is 1. Again, this is our message signal which is symmetrical or having 0 DC value. So this is AM, this is minus M. We know that mu is equal to mod of empty max by AC, which is AM by AC, and it is equal to 1. So here we can write AC minus AM equal to 0. So we need to draw the graph of amplitude modulated signal. So first of all, I will draw the AT. So AT will be M of t shifted by AC. So I will shift this graph by AC upwards. So this AM goes to AC plus AM. This 0 will reach to AC, and this minus AM will reach to AC minus AM, and this AC minus AM is nothing but 0. So the graph of AT should look like this. This is our AC plus AM, this is AC, and this is 0. So we need to draw the time domain graph of amplitude modulated signal. So again we will follow the same procedure. First of all, I will draw this AT in dotted format. So it will look like I will take its mirror image. Now I will calculate value at t equal to 0. So SAM0 will be A0 cos 0. It becomes A0. A0 becomes AC plus M0. And we know that the value of message signal at t equal to 0 is 0. So this becomes AC. So our graph will start from AC. And in between we will draw the sinusoidal shape. This dotted graph is of AT, and this is the graph of SAMT. Now we need to plot the envelope of this signal. So envelope is defined as ET. So we will trace the positive peaks. So when positive peaks are traced, we get the graph of AT back. So here also we can conclude that whenever mu is equal to 1, in that case also the value of envelope is nothing but AT, and AT is AC plus MT. So we can say that in case of critical modulation also, our message signal is stored in envelope of the modulated signal. So to recover the envelope, to recover the message signal from the envelope, we will pass it by a DC blocker or a capacitor. So it will block this AC and our message signal is recovered. So I can generalize that for mu less than or equal to 1, our A of t is always greater than 0. Sometimes it may be equal to 0. In all these cases, The envelope of modulated signal will always be equal to AT or AC plus MT, or we can say that the message signal is stored in envelope of amplitude modulated signal. So this statement is very important, and on the basis of that we will further design our envelope detector. So a basic prototype of recovering the message signal may be, I will take my amplitude modulated signal and I will pass it to the envelope detector. So envelope detector will detect the envelope, which is ET, and value of ET will always be equal to ET whenever mu is less than or equal to 1. And once we get the AT, which is AC plus MT, we can pass it through a capacitor or DC blocker and our message signal is recovered. So this is the basic prototype of recovering a message signal. Now third case, when case of overmodulation is discussed. For overmodulation, mu will always be greater than 1. In this case also, our message signal is symmetrical. This will be AM and this will be minus AM. So we already know that mu is nothing but mod of MT max by AC. It becomes AM by AC. But in this case it is greater than 0, or we can write as AC minus AM will be less than 0. So we need to draw the graph of SAMT, which is AC plus MT cos omega CT. So first of all, let me draw the graph of AT. So this will be AT. In this case also, this AM will shift to AC plus AM. This 0 will shift to AC, and this minus AM will shift to AC minus AM, but now AC minus AM is less than 0. So the graph will look like this. This peak value is AC plus AM. This is AC, and this negative value will be AC minus AM, and it will be less than 0. So now in this case, we can observe that whenever mu is greater than 1, the A of t is not always positive. We can see that A of t is not completely positive. It is positive in this regions, but it is negative also in some regions. So I'm writing here that A of t is not always positive. Now finally let us draw the SAMT, which is A of t cos omega CT. Again we will follow 3 basic steps. First of all, we will draw the A of t in dotted form. So this is the A of t in dotted form. Now we will take its mirror image. And in between we will draw the sinusoidal shape. we know that at 0 crossover points there will be phase reversal. So here and here we will get phase reversal of 180 degree. Now let us try to retrace its envelope. I need to draw here the envelope E of t. So when I will trace the envelope, this is our A of t and this is SAMT. So when we will trace the envelope is trace of positive peaks only. So the envelope looks like something this. And if you look closely, our AT signal was very similar to ET, but having this type of shape. We can give the conclusion here that this E of t is nothing but modulus of A of t. Or we can say that whenever mu is greater than 1, A of t is not always greater than 0, and in all these cases the envelope of modulated signal will not be AT, rather it will be modulus of AT, or we can write it as modulus of AC plus MT. So here the recovered signal is ET, which is envelope of modulated signal, and we can clearly see that it is not equal to MT, or the shape does not matches. We cannot recover our message signal when we pass it through a capacitor. Whenever we will pass it through the capacitor will make the DC value of E of t 0, and whenever the DC value of E of t is 0, this graph will shift downwards in such a manner that the DC value becomes 0. So this will never be equal to M of t. Lastly, we can say that whenever mu is less than or equal to 1, in all these cases A of t is greater than or equal to 0, or the envelope is always equal to AC plus MT. And if we pass it through a capacitor or make this DC value 0, then message signal is recovered. In case of mu greater than 0, mu greater than 1 or over modulation, A of t is not always greater than 0. In all these cases, the envelope will be equal to mod of AT or mod of AC plus MT. Now, if I pass this mod of AC plus MT through a capacitor, it will never take the shape of message signal, rather it will just make the DC value of this mod of AC plus MT 0, and it will never give this M of t. Or we can say that whenever mu is greater than 1, the message signal is not stored in envelope of the modulated signal. Now let us discuss the frequency domain analysis of AM signal. So first of all, let us consider a message signal M of t of any general shape, and since this signal is a baseband signal, so I am considering the spectrum of M of omega as something like this. This signal is band limited to omega m. Since this signal is real, so the magnitude spectrum will be even. So I am considering equivalent negative frequencies as well. We know that carrier signal is in our control, so we will always choose carrier signal to be sinusoidal, and we know that the Fourier transform of sinusoidal signal will be pi AC del of omega minus omega c plus del of omega plus omega c, and the spectrum will be one impulse at omega c of pi AC and one impulse at minus omega c at pi AC. Now we know that the modulated signal SAMT is AC plus MT cos omega CT. So I can write it as AC omega CT plus MT cos omega CT. Now if I take Fourier transform on both the sides, then spectrum of SAM omega becomes pi AC del of omega minus omega c plus pi AC del of omega plus omega c and plus m of omega minus omega c by 2 plus m of omega plus omega c by 2. So here basically we have used the modulation theorem. So this is SAMT in time domain, and we need to draw the frequency domain spectrum. So this expression is saying that we need to shift our message signal omega c by rightwards. So whenever we will shift our message signal omega c by rightwards, it will look something like this. This frequency will become omega c, this will become omega c plus omega m, and this will be omega c minus omega m. Similarly, this frequency will become minus omega c plus omega m minus omega c minus omega m. So we have shifted our message signal omega c by right and omega c by left. So these two terms have already been covered. Now what these two types of signals are implying. One is saying that there must be an impulse present at omega c having area pi AC, and another impulse must be present at minus omega c having area pi AC. So this is the spectrum of amplitude modulated signal. Now let us try to observe what are the components present in this spectrum. So I can see three components. One component is present exactly at carrier frequency, so this is known as carrier component. Another frequency range is present above omega c, from omega c to omega c plus omega m. These range of frequencies are known as upper sideband. Similarly, in negative side, below minus omega c frequency ranges are known as upper sideband. Another frequency range is present below omega c, from omega c minus omega m to omega c. All these frequency ranges are known as lower sideband, and similarly here the frequency ranges above minus omega c are known as lower sideband. So we will remember only for positive frequencies that above omega c is upper sideband and below omega c is lower sideband, and we will take its mirror image. So if we take mirror image of this sideband, the mirror image looks like something this, and it will represent a upper sideband. Similarly, if we take the lower sideband's mirror image for positive frequencies, we will get lower sideband for negative frequencies. So in this spectrum, I am observing three important components. One is carrier component, which is having an impulse at omega c. Second component I am getting as lower sideband, and for positive frequencies I can define the sideband which is present below omega c. And third is upper sideband, it is the sideband above omega c. For negative frequencies, we will take its mirror image. So this is the spectrum. Now by this spectrum, we will do some frequency related calculations. In this frequency related calculation, first calculation is the bandwidth of message signal. So this is our message signal. To take the bandwidth, I have taken its Fourier transform, and the bandwidth is highest positive frequency minus lowest positive frequency. So the bandwidth of message signal comes out to be omega m radians per second. Second important point is maximum frequency component of MT, and this is also the positive frequency omega m radians per second. Now second calculation is bandwidth of DSP FC or the conventional AM. So here also we will take the highest positive frequency at which component is present minus lowest positive frequency at which component is present. So the bandwidth will become omega c plus omega m minus omega c minus omega m, or it comes out to be 2 omega m radians per second. So from now onwards, whenever we need to calculate the bandwidth of conventional AM or DSP FC, we will use the formula 2 into maximum frequency component of message signal MT. So this is very important formula. This we need to remember. Next calculation is frequency range of upper sideband. The frequency range of upper sideband is from omega c to omega c plus omega m, and frequency range of lower sideband, and it is from omega c minus omega m to omega c. So these two frequency ranges are present. Also, in the spectrum, we are getting a carrier component and two sidebands, hence the name comes out to be double sideband full carrier. Here we are getting two sidebands and one full carrier is also present, so the name comes out to be double sideband full carrier. Next, we will do power related calculations. So we know that general expression of amplitude modulated signal is AC plus MT cos omega CT. So this can be written as AC cos omega CT plus MT cos omega CT. We know that the power of AM signal will be AC square by 2 plus M square T by 2. This we have already discussed in basic classes, how to calculate the power calculation. The frequency of these two signals will be different, so we can calculate their power directly. So this is known as power generated by AM waveform. Since the AM waveform is a function of time, so whenever we will draw the waveform, this is the AM waveform, and this AM waveform will generate this much amount of power. Now, if I connect this AM signal with a resistor of value R, then how much power will dissipate in this resistor? So the power dissipation will be PAM by R, or I can write it as AC square by 2R plus M square T by 2R. So this is the power dissipated in this resistor. And we must know that M square T represents mean square value of MT, or I can write it as power generated by MT waveform. We do not know the shape of MT, so I can also write it as P of MT. So the general formula of power generated becomes power of carrier plus power of message signal by 2, or simply we can write it as power generated by AM waveform is carrier power plus message signal power by 2. We know that AM signal has three important components. One of them is carrier and second one is sidebands. And also sidebands has two components, upper as well as lower. So we can also write the total power of AM is a carrier power and the remaining power will be distributed in sidebands, or it comes out to be sideband power. So here we get the formula of sideband power. To calculate the sideband power, we will calculate the power of message signal and we will divide it by 2. Also, we can write the power of sidebands will be equally distributed in upper sidebands and lower sidebands, or we can write it as power of upper sideband will be equal to power of lower sideband will be equal to power of sidebands by 2, or power of message signal by 4. Next important term is related with power is modulation efficiency. So what is the modulation efficiency? Modulation efficiency is the share of sideband power in total AM power. So share of sideband power becomes power of message signal and total power becomes power of message signal by 2. So this can be written as M square by 2 AC square by 2 plus M square by 2, and the modulation efficiency comes out to be M square T upon AC square plus mean square value of MT. So sometimes it is also written as PM upon AC square plus P. So this is also very important parameter. Now last discussion which we need to do here is just observe the message signals. Message signal has this shape. It is having frequency range of 0 to omega m and minus omega m to 0. Now let us observe the modulated signal. When we will observe the modulated signal, we can see that the message signal is translated to higher frequencies on the right side and message signal has been translated to higher frequencies on the negative side. Or we can say that message signal is stored in side bands. This carrier component does not have any message information. Similarly, this carrier component does not have any message information. So we can write it as that the information of message signal is stored in sidebands only. Then one question should arise in our mind, then why are we using this carrier signal? So in the later discussions we will discuss the importance of this carrier component in modulated signal spectrum. Now next very important topic is amplitude sensitivity of amplitude modulator. Sometimes what happens, we use a AM modulator. Here the message signal comes, we provide a carrier signal AC cos omega ct and we get the modulated signal as A of t cos omega ct. We know that general expression of AM signal is AC plus MT cos omega ct. If I take AC common here, it becomes 1 plus MT by AC cos omega ct. Now we get another general expression as AC into 1 plus KAMT cos omega ct, where K is known as amplitude sensitivity of amplitude modulator. For just understanding purpose, I have taken this AC common. So in terms of units, I can relate K is equal to 1 by AC, or its unit will be 1 by volt. So this is not the exact mathematical expression. This expression is true only for unit comparison or for analogy of formulas. So we will never use Ka is equal to 1 by AC as a mathematical expression, but we are just comparing what will be the unit of K. The unit of AC is volt, so the unit of K will be per volt, and this comes out to be the general expression. So sometimes some AM modulator is mentioned with its amplitude sensitivity. Now let us discuss what is the purpose of this amplitude sensitivity. The amplitude sensitivity or Ka is chosen such that the A of t is always greater than or equal to 0. Now, in this case, the A of t will be AC into 1 plus KAMT cos omega ct, or AT comes out to be AC into 1 plus KAMT. Now this amplitude sensitivity is a controlling parameter and it is chosen such that this AT always remains greater than or equal to 0, such that envelope always comes out to be equal to AT. Now once the envelope comes out to be equal to AC, so it is always easy to recover the message signal just by recovering the envelope and passing it through a DC blocker. So this is the message signal, and message signal can always be recovered. So the amplitude sensitivity is a controlling parameter and this is chosen such that the A of t is always greater than or equal to 0. So now let us modify some formulas and discuss few important points. We have modified mu as mod of MT max by AC, and we will use this formula when Ka is not given in the problems. Whenever Ka is given in the problems, this formula becomes Ka mod of MT max. So for formula analogy, we can also relate that 1 by AC, we can write it as Ka. So this is very important conclusion. So whenever k is not given in the problem, we will simply use mod of empty max by AC, and whenever k is given, we will use k mod of empty max, and obviously this is valid only when m of t is symmetrical. Now the formula of power. To calculate the power, let me again write the general expression. So it becomes AC into 1 plus KAMT cos omega CT, or it can be written as AC cos omega CT plus AC KAMT cos omega CT. And the power of AM becomes AC square by 2 plus AC square Ka square m square T bar by 2. This is the power generated, and we know how to calculate the power dissipated in the resistor. So we will simply divide it by R. This is the power dissipated in the resistor. Now the total power of AM comes out to be AC square by 2 plus AC square by 2 Ka square m square T, or can also be written as PC plus PC Ka square m square T. So this is the carrier power, and the remaining power will be sideband's power. So the sideband power comes out to be PC Ka square m square T bar. What will be the modulation efficiency in this case? The modulation efficiency is share of sideband power in total power. So it becomes PC Ka square m square T bar upon PC plus PC Ka square m square T bar. We can cancel out the PC terms, so it becomes Ka square m square T bar upon 1 plus Ka square m square T bar. Now we have already remembered the formula of eta, which is equal to Pm upon AC square plus Pm. So to remember the formula, I can divide it by AC square. So I can write it as Pm upon AC square upon 1 plus Pm upon AC square, or you can write it as Ka square Pm upon 1 plus Ka square Pm. So in this way, you can modify the formula when Ka is given in the problems. So you can simply use the analogy that 1 by AC always can be removed by K. Thank you guys.
So if you have liked today's lecture and you want to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, the very first thing that you should understand that you should use this particular code. What is the code? The code is VishalGate. Write my name and attach gate to it. So by using this particular code, you will be getting all the advantages of the Unacademy Plus. All the added advantages will be directly assigned to you. Secondly, you will directly come to under my guidance, and that will surely help you to crack the examination in the least possible time, and you will also get the guidance of the complete team. Okay, and the most important thing is that you will immediately get the 10% discount on that. So immediately you are enabled to get 10% discount once you use this coupon code. So for example, if you talk about the Plus subscription, which is costing you 25,000 for 1 year, and if you use this coupon code VishalGate, immediately you are going to get 10% discount, which is 22,500. And if you talk about the Iconic, for the Iconic subscription of the 12 month, this will cost you around 40,400. So these are the cost of the 12 months. And if you want to talk about the 2-year subscription, cost of the Plus, it is your 27,000 after discount. If you want more discount than 10%, if you want more discount than 10% and you have already attended the special classes, then you will be having some credits in your account. Do not forget to use those credits so that you can get more discount than 10%. Now how can you pay these amounts? So there is one good news for you, that you can pay this amount by using credit cards and debit cards by using the facility of the zero cost EMI. So if you want to pay this particular amount of 22,500 with the help of zero cost EMI, so the zero cost EMI can be availed by using credit cards and debit cards. Remember, you can use the credit card of any company, but the debit card is allowed for HDFC and the Bajaj Finserv. Apart from that, if you want to directly pay this much of amount, you think that this particular amount is the most affordable fees that can be provided to you for 1 year subscription, तो आप directly क्या कर सकते हैं? You can use this credit card, debit card, direct payment. You can also go for the EMI options, okay, and you can directly pay this amount by using net banking. Every time you think of the Unacademy Plus subscription, the first thing that should come in your mind is this particular code. Do not forget to use this code once you take the subscription, because I have already told you that this particular coupon code is going to give you the lot of advantages, so you cannot miss the opportunity to use this code. So every student who want to come on to the Unacademy Plus, they want to take the advantages of the Unacademy Plus, they want to empower themselves in the best possible manner in this digital era, they want to be the part of this revolution, then this is the time for you. You do not have to wait for it. If you are in the first year, if you are in the second year, you are in the third year, the best possible time is right now to prepare for the examination, to dedicate yourself, to give yourself the opportunity so that you can get the success as early as possible. Apart from that, you should also join this GATE aspirant group. So this GATE aspirants group is already having 150k plus students, so you can join it. There are a lot of discussions going on between students. You can get the advantage of those discussions. Okay, you can also join this Creatrix channel, which is a Telegram channel. So everyone has to join this channel so that you can get all the PDFs of the lecture which is being assigned to you. Fine. There are various channels which you can go for it. So various channels in the association with Creatrix. So you can follow the channel of your interest. And this is it in today's lecture. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you so much.